Today I'm going to be painting this magical winter watercolour scenery. Hello everyone, so I have just finished painting this and I think it turned out really pretty, but I'd like to do it for a painting in my watercolour journal. So, I mean, this is also a watercolour journal, but but yeah, I thought I'd do it in this one. Because these kind of ones I've just been doing off camera. Just some, oh, ignore those ones. Those were a practice that kind of went wrong. And yeah, so I won't show you all of them because I can do a tour for that at some point. Anyway, so I have, let me, I'll get my paintbrush first. Let me get my, the reason this was looking a bit brown rather than yellow is because when I was doing my other painting in my own time, the one I just showed you, this one, I hadn't changed my watercolour water, so yeah. Okay, right. So I have, in this mix, I have Payne's Grey, a bit more, Payne's Grey. These are Phoenix watercolours. And I think the Payne's Grey and the Phthalo Blue are one of my favourites. I've been using them a lot. A bit more Payne's Grey, so that's that colour. This one is oh, my eyesight. Oh, Dioxine Violet. I think that's what that says. The writing is very small. And that mix is with a little bit of Payne's Grey as well. Then it was the same dioxine purple, but I did add Peppermint Rose, which is this one. I don't really know why it's got peppermint in the title. I think of peppermint as green or white. Use that. And then my last colour was cadmium yellow hue, which is this one. Okay. I don't, oh, my chair's squeaking. I don't really know where this mark came from. I needed a razor and it just sort of scratched, so I'm hoping the watercolour will cover it up. What else was, oh, that's it. It's still raining. It is raining out there, so I mentioned that on my last video. It's still raining. I don't know if you can hear it. Let's begin. Right, so I'm going to start off with this colour, which was the Payne's Grey and Phthalo Blue, but a lot more Phthalo Blue than Payne's Grey. You can see that's darker because that's got more Payne's Grey in it. Okay. Oops, now I've added too much. A bit more blue. There we go. So on this painting compared to the other one, I'm going to do it because I want to play around with the sky a lot more. So I'm just going to... Oops, wrong one. Well done. Payne's Grey to it. Oops. Put a bit of Payne's Grey to it, just to make it a bit richer. Now I will notice this paper is 160 GSM, and I will admit it kind of dries up the watercolour a lot quicker. Okay, and this is what I did with the colours. So I need to add a lot more water to persuade them to do something because they dry so quickly. Well, but this looks fun so far. Pull that up. Add more of the purple, but the pen's grey in it. Oh, what happens if I add a bit of phthalo blue? Oops. Cadmium over here. That up. So obviously, a lot of the cadmiums, which is yellow, I sometimes have to be a bit careful because you don't want to. They will make brown or green if it makes too much of blue. Bit water. Now I do want this to mix a little bit too much water there. I'm going to pull the water. Mix a little bit more. Mix a bit more. Interesting. Okay. Let's move it a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Like that. That's interesting. Okay. So, going to do. So wrap a tissue around my paintbrush. Actually, no, that didn't really. It did, but it's actually the normal way that I normally do it, depending on how big. I tend to just use my finger. Just do that way. Just dry my brush off and pull this up a little to get rid of some of that water that I've used too much of. Interesting. I'm trying to decide whether I am as happy with this sky as I was when I did my own little practice. I don't know. So I'm going to touch a bit of this colour. Like that. Get it to come down a little bit. Because I've got a little bit of colour in my water. Sometimes having dirty water for your watercolour can be helpful, because I am using that to make a little bit of a shadow in the snow. Just going to dry off my brush and actually take some of that. That bit might be able to dry my brush and take some of it away. Oh, you couldn't see any of that. Oh man. I think I need to readjust my camera. Oh, but that was annoying. Yeah, you couldn't see anything of what I was doing. Oh well. I think it is. I did my camera. I changed it a little bit for a smaller book, like that one that I just showed you at the start of the video of the painting. And I think I didn't change it back. Sorry about that. Okay. My chair's squeaking. Oops. Might see if I can get rid of some of the them a little bit. I actually don't like the bokeh effect that I added, so let's remedy that and get rid of it, just like that. There we go. I think this is still a bit too wet to start adding. It is, yeah. Just, she says as she adds more anyway. I'm trying to mess about with the sky a bit more. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave that as it is, but it's not quite the same. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry and then we'll see where we can go. How am I going to adjust this so I can, whoops, not like that. How am I going to, okay, hang on a minute. Okay, all right, so this bit here is the very bottom. I can move that a bit. Where's the, I'll point my finger here. Nope, a little bit further down. Oh, okay, I think that should work. All right, I'm going to get it dried and then we'll see. Okay, this is how it is dried. I used a hairdryer. So I think there's a few things that are interesting. So this little circle here, you can just see is obviously one of my bokeh effects that I ended up trying to erase. And there's a few other dots as well, which are quite interesting. And this bit here where I dried too much when I was trying to mix the sky to something interesting. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to turn them into trees. Probably leave this bit blank. And then, I don't know, I might do a tree somewhere here or my fence or just leave it. So let us do that. So first colours, I'm going to get phthalo blue. I'm going to add it. Get some Payne's grey. See how dark I can get it. But I might add a touch of lamp black. Just a little. That's nice. Phthalo blue, lamp black. There we go. Let's see if I can. Let my brush, dry it off on the paper towel, just sort of pull it down. Brush to just going to add little trees there, and then I'm going to gently, carefully make some zigzag shapes. But I'm going to leave this bit white here because I like the idea that it's like a patch of like white snow or something. Let's just sort of do the same. Just do some random shapes. And then just there as well. Okay. Just a bit of water just to blend that a little bit. But again, I'm not going to blend out that white bit. Blend it out like that. Okay. Now, I might just see if I can. Interesting, I quite like it. Now on my other painting I did some gold. I don't think I'm going to on this one. There's the bottom of the page, top of the page. Oh, I should have made sure before I started recording that you could see everything. It'll be fixed for next video. I'm still fiddling with it. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry. Do a gel pen, do some stuff, ink, yeah. Okay. Gonna do some trees. Fairly simple ones, just with some branches coming off them. I don't know if you can hear it, but my next door there is some noises going on. Sounds like cooking actually. This tree's at an angle. Another tree here. Tree there. Okay, now trying to find a. This might work. It's okay. It is a thick pen. It's a 0.8, so I might have to be careful. I'm just going to make them smaller as they go off into the distance. Something simple like that. Don't want to add anything else. Oh, there it is. Readjusting it again. I'm so I'm so sorry for not realizing it wasn't in shot, because while I was doing this bit, which in all honesty there's nothing too special going on with this bit, so you didn't miss much. If I would have been more sad if I messed up the sky and you couldn't see, but it still would have been preferable, obviously preferable, if I had done the whole thing. Right, I'm going to use this to try and cover the other page. Badly. Move that out of the way. Okay. My poor pencil is sparkly with different colours. Let's see if I can get some more at the top. That's very pretty. In my opinion, it's very pretty. I'm proud of that. Especially at the start, I thought I'd messed up the sky, which was meant to be the main magical colours for it. So let's add a little bit of gold. Sparkly snow. I know snow isn't really gold, but if we're going for the idea was to do a magical kind of golden, colourful thing. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not going to add as much as the snow though. I'm not going to add too much. Yep, that's it. I can get easily, you give me sparkly paint and I can so easily get carried away. Yeah. So I'm putting my foot down and there. Okay. Get my ink out of the way. I might, when I've actually finished, to show you the full painting, I might actually change my camera, and I'm still so annoyed that I didn't realise. Sort of, okay, hang on. Okay, so that's the sellotape. That's a bit not too important. Yeah, that's kind of how it should sit. Right, let's take the tape off. So that should be in frame a bit better now. You see, this is why I tend to, if I get a frame that I like, I tend to try and stick with it. But if I'm trying to make a video in a different size book or something, and I didn't even end up making the video in the end, I tend to change it. And sometimes I just think I should just not, try my best not to need to change my camera angle. But I wanted to test a different angle and shot and okay. See, you can't really see the bottom bit being taken off. Okay, so here's the finished painting. I'll give you a close-up. I really like how it looks. I think it's really pretty. I think I captured the magical thing I wanted to go for, and I'll probably do something similar on this page. So yeah, I think that's really nice. I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of it because, like when I mentioned, when it first started, these colours started to dry quicker than I wanted them to on the paper. I was worried how I was going to get them to activate in water, but it ended up working out. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Again, sorry about the camera angle. Hopefully it'll be better for next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.